Hello, numismatic stackers. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So I touched base on this whole collection of Lincoln cents starting from 1912 all the way down to the 70s. Oh my goodness, we're going to talk about this today, and it's going to be a lot of fun. And I'm going to have an announcement as well, something new that I'm going to try and do once a month. So stick around, I'll see you in a little bit. Okay, everybody. Okay, so this is going to be a great video. If you guys are avid collectors of Lincoln cents, I mean, I touched base. I bought all this for $100. There's a 1914D. I recarded a couple things. Actually, there was like a Indian head cent that was way back here, and I put it up here. So I'll show you guys all this stuff. It's pretty cool. So my announcement is I'm going to be doing subscribers of the month. Yes, so April 1st is when I'm going to post this video. So the subscriber of the month, because you like the videos, you comment on the videos, you engage in conversation at the premieres. You don't necessarily have to buy from numisme.com. It's just like a nice little thing I want to do for people. So subscriber of the month today, for this month of April, is going to be Coral the Witch. I love you, Coral the Witch. I think you're a wonderful, wonderful fan, and I love your comments, and I just like engaging in conversation with you. So what I'm going to do is I'll be giving you a free gift. Yes, either if you purchase something from me, I'll just add it into the next your next package. But if you don't buy anything, I will just send you a free gift. It's probably going to be an Aztec bullion round or something like that. It's going to be pretty cool, whatever it is. So big shout out to Coral the Witch. Congratulations, you are the subscriber of the month for the Numismatic Stacker. Yes, so we're going to be moving on to this. So let's start flipping through. So I got that Indian head up here. I believe this is, oh yeah, 1909 VDB. I remember I sent this in PCGS a long time ago, and it got questionable color, and I don't know why, but you know, maybe it is. Yeah. So maybe it's like a $6, $7, $10, somewhere in that range. I'm not going to charge too much for it. I've had it for decades. Okay. Let's see. This was the one. I had one before, but this is a snow one. It was way back here, and I didn't even know it, and it was in a crusty flip, and it was hanging out, and I just recorded it, so it's nicer. And I'm going to show you guys. I actually, it has a repunched date. Let's see, where's my jeweler's loop here? Yes. See if we can just zoom in. Like right on the neck, there's a little spike right there. That's kind of neat. That's like the little serif on the end of the one kind of repunched in there. That's a pretty neat find, just sitting in there, and it's not in bad shape. Crazy. I mean, there's some really nice looking coins in here. Okay. What is this one? I recarded the 14D. Here it is. Here it is. So, yeah, I might do a little bit less than that because it's not graded. Okay, I'm probably thinking, honestly, like 175 for it. Just selling that pays for all of this stuff. And I'm going to be pushing these staples down. Don't worry, guys. I have a tool. I just don't have the right stapler that smushes them down. But I just want to pull some really nice ones out. So the rest of the 14s, I'm probably just gonna card them as like a buck or something like that. They're in here. We'll get to it. We'll get to it. So coins like these, usually from like 1915 and older. Some of these mint mark ones are gonna have a little bit of a premium, a couple bucks, but that thing's probably gonna be like $1. I'm just going to keep it in this holder. I'll go through the red book, knock off like, I don't know, 25% or something like that, just to make it that I can profit, and somebody that sees this item for a really, really dang great price that, you know, they're just going to bite on it. And it's just, this might just be a frenzy for having a collection like this. 1912, D and S. All right, let's go over here. I think I've got some of these that broke out. Yeah, 13S, 13D. I mean, dang, that's just neat to have that. I've never even seen flips like this. Okay, this one looks a little bent. I think this is where the 14 was. Yeah. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to break this out, and I'm just going to make new flips, singles, and I'm probably just going to do like a dollar. You know, most of them go for about $1. You know what I'm saying? All the way up to like 1936. I'm going to be doing like $1 a piece or something like that. But yeah, 15D, 15S. These are some decent premium type coins. They're kind of tough to find. But again, the 15 Philly is probably gonna be about $1. Just gonna let you know. I can't really, you know, I'm assuming it's gonna be like $5 a piece on these, or 6 or 7, somewhere in that range. I don't want to be too high. I just want to be honest with you. But whatever I charge, even if I charge $1 a piece on these, I'm just gonna make bank on this. 16D, 16S. See, now you're getting in that era where they're just not that great. You know, this could probably go for like $3 for all three. But at this point, and I checked the 1917. I didn't see a double die. This one does look like it's been cleaned. These one looks kind of original, but these are really, really old. These are probably from, I don't know, you guys let me know, 80s, 90s, or whatever. I mean, these have obviously been in here for a long time. They're a little discolored and stuff like that, because these are nice and bright white over here on the left, and you can tell its age. These are probably $3, you know, $1 a piece. Maybe I could do $2 a piece, whatever. I think $3 a piece. Again, 1919D and S, about the same price, about $1 a piece. That's usually the going rate for coin shops and stuff like that. 1920s. So we got 20, 20D, 20S. Not in bad shape. What do you think? What do you think? Not bad. I mean, these are nice. I mean, these would look great in an album. I'm telling you, because usually you get an album and you'll have some random ones that are just slicked out. You know, these are dang nice. I mean, high VF. I mean, there was a couple that are clean, obviously. 34, you know, or I mean 24. Here's the D right here. So I might just leave it in here and just probably, I've been seeing them go online in about this condition for about 52. So I'm probably going to be, honestly, for all three, probably I'll put $45 on it. You know, I'm making money. Somebody's going to get a deal, and you're going to get a nice looking 24D. It's pretty nice. You can see the wheat stocks and everything. I know this is an old holder, but man, you're going to get some great value out of these things if you're a lover of these coins. Oh yes, I do too. But this was a steal. Again, these would probably be about $1 a piece. You know what I'm saying? 26 D and S. This one looks like it's been messed with. You know, it has some unusual colors. But it also, yeah, actually, you know what? In my opinion, I think it has been messed with because of the color shifting. It's like orange here, and right here it's kind of dull. Something happened to it. I'm sure if it got set to grading, it's going to come with details, but it is 26S. I'd probably still be around, you know, $3 a piece on these. I'm not going to be gouging big time on these. 27 D and S and Philadelphia. I'd say these are pretty darn decent. Original. I'll call it out if I think it's the wrong color or it's been cleaned. These look pretty original. You know, nice VF conditions. I mean, all these are nice. I mean, I haven't seen a G4 yet. I mean, this is crazy. They're all in pretty good shape. Look at that, 29. I've looked for double RPMs and all that other stuff. I didn't find any for the last couple of days. So just letting you know, probably $1 a piece on those. So we're getting to that point. 30. That does look kind of odd. What is going on? I'm gonna have to say that. I'm gonna have to call that out. That's like I think it's got an odd stain looking right there. So I'd have to say that's gonna be details on that, but it is in decent shape. It's a nice album filler. I could probably bring some of my empty albums and maybe just throw that in if somebody wants to buy all these. 32 and 32 Denver, not bad. There's no 31s. Somebody pulled the 31s out. It wasn't in this deal. It wasn't me. So they were missing that. 33 and 33 Denver. I mean, that's a nice 33 Denver. Absolutely. I mean, it's still got luster on it. Dang, I'd say that's a good XF45 into an AU50, in my opinion. That's darn nice. Usually you never see them that nice. That's a great piece. I might be, depending on condition, I might just add a couple more bucks, but I don't want to be too high. That's what I'm trying to say. Ooh, that is a beautiful 35. Oh, dang. That could be mint. Oh, geez. Wait. Something's going on right there. That's a discoloration there. But, wow, that is a nice 35. Holy cows. Holy moly. That's a nice one. It really is. Somebody's going to love that. 34. I've looked for the RPMs and stuff like that. I didn't find anything on here. It's a decent 34. There's no double die on that. I checked. Okay. 36. Where's the 35? Oh, yeah. They got backwards. Sorry. Well, put them in order. Got to collate them. 36. I look for the double die. I mean, it's not there. It'd be so obvious. And there's like some RPMs to look for on these. I didn't find them. So I used my microscope. Didn't find it. But that's a nice 36D. That is a very nice one. Wow. Wow. It's tough to grade. It's tough to grade these. It could be a mint state coin, for sure. There's a couple that are mint state in here that I've seen. As you can see, like this one, they called this out questionable color. The color is a little different. It is a little different. Why is it focusing? But anyway, there we go. 37 Denver. So now after this point, I'm probably gonna drop the price on these to about 50 cents a piece after 1936. But as you can see, I pulled out a steel cent, because it was a nice one. I just put it for my typeset. We can just card these separately. I have tubes of these. They're in my safe somewhere, and I just got to dig around for them. I think I'm going to stop at this point. We got 36. We'll just stop at the end of this handful here, 36D. I mean, look at that, 38. That 38's nice. That's about mint state. Gosh, look at the color on that. Dude, these are great coins. 39, not bad at all. Not bad. That's nice. Wow, is that color nice. It's just these are in old holders here too, old. Look at that 40. Oh my goodness. But yes, the value is just not that exciting in the 40s. But man, the color, I just love it. Wow. I mean, these are stunning, stunning coins. I looked for the double die, didn't find it. There's some RPMs and double dies on the 42. That 42's choice, man. That is a nice 42. Whoops. Dang. I mean, I made out like a bandit on this. These are great. So I'm gonna display these in a display case when I go to my next show, all in order, and it's just gonna be mind blowing. I'm just gonna, I mean, look at them, 40s. I understand this video is getting long, but they're pretty nice. You guys have seen these before. 40s. We got your 50s. 60s, I've looked at these. I was looking for the double die on the 66 because it's worth quite a bit. Didn't find it. But man, these are just cool. 68s, 69. I'll look for the double die on the next 69S. Obviously, it is not. 70, I look for the small date. Didn't find the small date. There's no RPM on it or double die on it. I looked. 1971, look for the double die. Hadn't found anything. I think I stopped right there. Let's check out the 72 here. Let's see. Come on, let's have some luck here. Ooh. She's not wanting to focus. What is the deal? What is the deal, man? Let's see. I am not seeing much here. Let me zoom in a little bit more. Something's... Yes. Okay. I'm not seeing any doubling. No. Nope, no doubling on the 72. All right. Wow. I mean, these are just magnificent pieces. 70s. Oh, we got some more 50s. They didn't have them in order. You want to look for die chips and RPMs. Yeah, I didn't look. What do you guys think? This is a tiny small chip on the 9 there. Oh, where's 1960? 1960. Ooh, here it is. Okay, this would be fun. Yes. I haven't gotten this far. Let's look for the RPM, guys. Let's see. This is small date. Yes. How do I know? I just know. Here's the large date. No RPM, baby. Nope. Okay. We got the 60 small date and a 60 small dates over here and the 60 large date. There's a difference. I mean, look at that. They're great pieces. They're usually the small dates usually like $3 a piece. You know, so this could be three, maybe 50 cents a piece on that. So I'd be honestly like $7 for this whole thing. I mean, this is just mind blowing. This is the kind of stuff I love when you're a dealer, just getting almost an entire collection. All you're missing is 1909 to 1911. Everything else is here. This is crazy, guys. I mean, I hope you guys are really smashing that like button. I want to listen to your I want to read your comments, man, because this is great. What would a raw 14D go for? You know, I think I'm in the right zone. Guys, did you guys love this? I loved this video. I mean, this was a lot of fun. I really, really love this. I think I scored big time on this. This is a great collection. And please share it to your friends. I really appreciate that. If you're new to this channel and you haven't subscribed, make sure you're subscribed. It's free. It doesn't cost you anything. And you never know. You might win something on this channel. And again, big shout out to Coral the Witch as the subscriber of the month. And check out some of these videos on the right side of my screen. I'll see you next time. Thank you.